Hey all you reptile lovers, it's Gecko Grace, and today I'm going to show you how to make a DIY leopard gecko egg incubator. So if you don't want to buy one of those big 50-buck incubators, or you just don't want to spend a lot of money, this is a easy DIY project, and it doesn't cost much money. So I'm also going to show you the proper humidity. So let's get straight into it. Okay, so here's everything you're going to need. And it's pretty simple, actually. So here, I've got some organic perlite, and I've got a pretty big thing. I didn't need this much, but I got it just in case. And make sure it's like organic or it doesn't have fertilizer, because fertilizer molds easy, and if you're trying to incubate an egg, then the mold will attack and kill the egg. So you don't want that. And we're going to need I'm using a small container because I'm only incubating a couple of eggs, but you can use as big as a container as you want. You're going to need the standard misting bottle. So you can this is just a plant mister. And that's all you're going to need for humidity reasons. And you're going to need a scale. So this is a pretty accurate scale. It tears and at minimum, it can read 1 gram. So if I turn this thing on, which I did, here's what you're going to do. So first, before you put any perlite in, you're going to take the lid off of the plastic container you're using, and then you're going to put it on the scale. So on the scale, it reads 25 grams, as you can see there. So now what you're going to do, you're going to take your perlite, and hang on, give me a second, guys. I got the bag open. So now what you're going to do is you're going to fill your plastic container to 2/3 full of perlite. So I'll do that now. All right, so that's done. It's just a suggestion to fill it 2/3 full of perlite, but it's good to follow that suggestion. And if you want to be really accurate, you measure the height of your container, and then you find out what 2/3 of that is, and fill it up to that amount, to that height. So yeah, now you're going to need your calculator. So right now my scale reads 75 grams, as you can see right there. And so now you're going to take your calculator, and you're going to take the current weight, which in my case is 75 grams, the current weight on your scale, with the perlite in the bin, and then you're going to subtract the original weight when you just weighed the plastic container, which in my case was 25, and then I'm going to get 50 grams. So now, I found out that the perfect water to perlite ratio for the egg humidity was 0.8 parts water to 1 part perlite. So now you're just going to take the weight of the perlite that you just found, which in my case is 50. You may get a different result. And you're going to multiply it by 0.8. And then when you hit enter, you get 40. So that's how many grams of water you are going to add to your current weight, which in my case is 75. So your perlite's weight times 0.8, and that gets you your grams of water. So now if you want to figure it out, you can just do this mentally, but I prefer the calculator. You can do 75, which is my current weight on the scale, and then you add how much water you need to add, which in my case is 40. And so you need to get your scale to weigh this much once you add those two together. Okay, so now you're going to take your mister, or plant mister, whatever you want to call it, and I have my calculator still on, so I need to get the scale, which says 75 grams right now, up to 115 grams. So you're just going to take your mist bottle and start misting the perlite. And I prefer to try to mist the whole top evenly. So wherever you put your eggs, it'll be the same humidity. And I'm not sure if you can see that, but my scale is gradually going up. It's at 85 right now. And it should see it changes. It's a little glitchy right now. So you just keep going up until you get to 105. Alright, so now we're back. I've got my incubator right here. And right here, I've got like a layer of glass. It isn't that thick, but it's a layer of glass. And underneath, I've got a under tank heater stuck to it. I know some people may argue that under tank heaters will overheat and you probably shouldn't use them. But I, for one, found a reliable method for temperature sexing females. And to keep it from getting too hot and overheating, as people say they have known to do, is you put a layer of glass in between them, which will cool down the heat a little bit. And then this under tank heater for me came with these little stands, little feet that you put on the bottom of my incubator, and you literally just put it on and let the heater warm up. And I found that it stays, it fluctuates between 81.9 and 82.5. So it's pretty good. It only fluctuates by about 0.6 degrees Fahrenheit. So all you gotta do is just let it warm up, and if you put a layer of glass and the feet in between, then it'll be okay and it won't melt your egg or anything. So thank you guys for watching. If you like this video, leave a like and subscribe for more gecko videos. And I will see you all on the other side.